bring your hands to prayer. Interlace your fingers and stretch out your upper back. Inhale, lift up high. Push the pinkies back. And exhale, round your back again. Inhale high. Push the pinkies back. And exhale. And one more inhale up. Exhale, open the arms. Interlace your hands behind you, open the chest. And release. Take your left arm up, and over we go. And up, take that left arm behind your back, and over again. Stretch your neck. Good. Come on up, and right arm over. And up, take your hand behind your back and stretch your neck. Good. And up. Inhale, reach both arms up again. And exhale. Roll your shoulders back. 2, 3, and 4. Good. Come on to your hands and knees. Okay, what we're going to do to start here is we're going to take our elbows, bend them a little, round the back, and squeeze your elbows towards each other. So it's a little rounding of your back. And try to separate your shoulder blades. And release. And then look up. So take it, let the shoulder blades drop to each other. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. And look up. You can bend your elbows a little bit here. And then again, round your back. Round it. Imagine that block is between your elbows. Squeeze. Let your head hang. And up. Let the chest drop. Elbows in. And release. Take your elbows down where your hands are. And stretch. Palms and fingertips up to the ceiling, opening up those lats. Two more breaths. And release. Hands to the floor. And press back, down dog. Take a moment to walk that dog out. Press through the heel. And take your right leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your knee to your chest. And back up. Inhale. Exhale, forward. And up. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one, step it forward. Staying in a high lunge. Good. Letting the hip flexor open in the back, the left leg. And then take your left foot, bring it forward a little, and stretch back into pyramid. And step back into down dog. Walk it out a little bit. Take your left leg up, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your chest. And up. Knee to chest. And up. And exhale. And up. Exhale. Up. Exhale. And up. Step this one forward. And high lunge. Opening up those hip flexors. And step your back foot in and stretch. Hang your head. And step back, plank pose. Bend your knees and lower your chest and chin to the floor. Elbows squeeze tight into your side. Your hips are up. Breathe deeply. Pull your shoulders down your back. And then from here, pushing off your toes to come forward. Roll your shoulders back, elbows squeeze, point your feet, up dog. And just hold for a moment. Give your body a chance to open. And down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. And hang over. Good. And roll up. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, your hands behind your back. So bringing them back here. Yep. Open your shoulders. Squeeze shoulder blades towards each other. 2 more breaths. And then have a seat for chair. Reach both arms overhead. Fold over. Flatten the back, inhale. Exhale, step your feet back. Feel free to take chaturanga or come all the way to your stomach. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, release. Inhale, chair. Exhale, back over. Lengthen out. Step those feet back. And lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, release. Bend your knees, chair. And fold over. Lengthen out. Step or jump back. Lower down. Up dog. And down dog. Walk your feet through your hands, have a seat, and come on down. Hands by your side. Or you can hold the sides of your mat and try to pull your mat apart. Tuck your tail, roll up, interlace your fingers if you can, and squeeze those shoulder blades underneath you. We'll stay here for a good 5 or 6 breaths. Press through those heels, keeping your knees parallel. And release. Bring your knees into your chest, rock a little side to side. Make circles with your knees. Reverse direction. And come on up. Cross your legs back into plank. Find your chaturanga. Up dog. Oh, that's better. Exhale, down dog. I was like, we need a little more back bending here for this up dog. Lift your right leg up and step it through. Take crescent, reaching both arms up. Good. Take your left hand back behind you. Push your head back into the forearm so you get a nice stretch through the front of the body. Good. And take your left hand to the floor. Flip your right foot behind you and just lift the hips a little. So a nice little press here. And back to center, lower down. Up dog. And down dog. Take your left leg up and step it through. Come on back and up. Bring that right arm back, lean back. Get a little lower if you can. Take your right hand down and take your left foot, slip it behind you, hips up and stretch. Feel free to circle that arm if you'd like. Good. And plank and lower. Up dog and down dog. Breathe deeply. And walk your feet to your hands. Lengthen out. Exhale, release. Find your chair. And come on up. Take your hands behind your back. Open the chest again. And then from this very open place, grab your right foot with your right hand, left hand on your hip. And when you're ready, moving into dancer. Gaze is up. And release. Shake it out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, feel the difference between the right and the left. Hands behind you. Open the shoulders. Take your left foot to the left hand. Right arm forward and dancer. Good. And release. Shake it out. And come into chair pose. Arms reaching up. Interlace your fingers, index fingers forward as your arms are overhead. Try to lift up through the chest. Think of a back bend here. And fold over. Lift the chest up, nice long spine. Exhale, release. Walk your feet back to plank and lower to chaturanga and up dog and down dog. Take your right leg up, breathe in. Exhale, step it through. Turn your left heel down. Warrior one, arms overhead. Let your gaze be up. And try to aim your left hip forward as your right hip goes back. Good. Bring your hands down. Stack your right foot on top of your left for side plank. Lift that right leg. And plank. And lower. Up dog. And down dog. Lift your left leg up, breathe in. Step through. And warrior one. Squeeze the biceps into the ears. Your gaze is slightly up. And the right hand comes down. Stack your feet on top of each other. Ooh. Left arm up. And left leg comes up. And plank, lower, up dog, and down dog. Walk your feet through your hands. Come on down. Legs straight, although they can be bent if you'd like. Hands back behind you. Fingers forward or sideways. Inhale. Exhale up. Good. Breathe. And release. Come forward. Rotate those wrists. Other way. Think of a flamenco dancer, yeah? With their wrists. Yeah. And I'm going to bend my knees for the second round. Feel free to keep your legs straight if you'd like. And one more time, lift up. Full breath in, full breath out. And release. Good. Cross those legs and bring your arms in and out. Bring those legs through. Send the legs all the way back, hands, elbows down. Now, this is a little cobra. Shoulders down, lift the chest, pull your abdominals in. And once you've established that, if you can, I'd like you to lift the elbows up and just hold for 5. And 4, shoulders down, 3, 2, And release. Bring those hands back, up dog. And down dog. Take your right leg to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale, step it to your left thumb. Come into warrior two. And bring your left arm underneath your right. And stretch your shoulders. Okay, reach those arms back out, reverse your warrior. Bend your right knee more. And come into triangle. Now, today is going to be a little different. I want you to keep your left hand on your hip, roll your shoulder back, and I want you to look up and lean back. Lean back. So push those hips forward, lean the shoulders back. You might feel some stretch through your left side body. And release. Come on up. Bend that right leg again. Good. Arms out. Reverse your warrior. And then bring your elbow to your knee and stretch out through that left side. Feel free to add some challenge by extending the right fingers down to the ankle. Back to warrior two. And windmill those hands down. Take your right leg back and up. And we're going to thread that right leg under us. Hips up high. Reach back. And back to center. Come all the way to your stomach this time. Take your hands behind your back and lift. And release, up dog. And down dog. Good. Take your left leg to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, step it to the right thumb. And windmill up. And right arm underneath the left. Relax your jaw. And reach those arms out. Stretch the left leg. Reach over for triangle. Place your right hand on your hip. No need to go too low. You certainly do not want to collapse the front body. Push the hips forward and lean back. Apparently our theme is back bends today. And come back and up. Bend your left knee again. Reverse. And elbow to your knee. Reach that right arm over. And again, for more challenge, that left arm can go down. And back up. Bring those arms down. Take your left leg back and up. And bring it down, flip. And release. Back to plank. Lower down onto your stomach. Reach your hands back to your feet. Push your feet into your hands and lift. And release. Push back. Take a quick little child's pose with the arms straight. Inhale to come forward onto your hands. Exhale, press back, down dog. Lift the right leg up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. You may need a block. Okay, so we're in crescent. Lift your arms up. And twist to the right. Pull your abdominals in. Reach back with that right arm so your shoulders are stacked right over your hips. Take your left hand down to the block. And then again, just like we did in triangle, it's not technically aligned, but we want to open that chest. Think of a back bend here. If you want to take your hand behind your head, you could do that. And release. Okay, take down dog. We'll just go straight into the other side. Maybe a little shake first. And then left leg up. Step it through. Finding crescent. And twist. Keeping that weight reaching back into that left hand. Right hand goes down and lean back. And release. Let's take plank and lower. Up dog. And down dog. Few full deep ujjayi breaths here. And release. You may want both of your blocks for the next one, which is camel. Okay, so knees down. I'll show you all the variations. The blocks go to your ankles. So hands on your hips. Push forward. Lift up through the chest. This may be all that you do today, and that's fine. Or you could go further, taking the right hand back to the block, left hand to the block. Squeeze your buttocks. Or you can flex your feet, bring your hands to your feet, or if you have the flexibility, keep your feet down. And reach your feet. If you've been sitting a lot, that might not be today. A couple more breaths. And come on up. Come back to your heels. Okay, since we're here, we're gonna do a it's part of horse. No, cow face. So come forward, one of those animals, and cross your right leg over your left, separate your feet, and sit back. Now you can sit back onto a block. Oh, wow. Or not. Your right arm is going to go overhead. You may want a strap or a belt or a tie because your left arm is going to go under. I did this the other day and realized how much more I need to do it. I always get a cramp trying to get into it. All right, lift your chin. So lift the chest, right? We've been doing a fair amount of back bending so that we don't have to be in the pose like this. We can really lift up into the pose here, which will assist in those fingers coming towards each other. Two more breaths. And release. Okay, change legs. Okay, and then the left arm goes overhead. You could just stay here too and just stretch that arm and focus on lifting the chest. However, if you want a little more, the right arm goes under. Keeping the heart lifted, chest lifted. Two more breaths. Good. Okay. And come on to your hands and knees. Remember when you were a little kid and you used to get into crazy poses? You're like, look at what I can do. That's how I feel. Well, look at what I can't do today. That's all good. Okay, press back into your down dog. Feel your down dog should feel pretty nice and open. Good. Lift your left leg to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, step it through. Come into warrior one. Good. And then we're going to move into warrior two. Move that foot a little bit. And we're not going to reverse. I know like the typical thing is to reverse, but we're not. We're going to come into half moon. We've opened this up. So now we should be in a good place to balance instead of falling a bunch forward. So shift your weight. I'm going to use a block and lift the back leg up. Keep that sense of open in the front body, just like you did in camel. And so this should be pretty easeful. If you want to grab your right foot, grab your right foot. Open the hip. Open the shoulder. Oh, time out. Good, come back to warrior two. And bend. Now inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands come down. Step back, plank pose, and lower. Up dog. And down dog. Take your right leg up and step it through. Find your warrior one. Good. And moving into warrior two. Take your left hand down, right hand down, and half moon. Lean the chest back. And back to warrior two. Bend that right knee. Arms reach out. Oh, we forgot the warrior, the dancer, if you were in there. You can go back. Reverse. And come on down. Step back and lower. Up dog. And down dog. Okay, bring your knees down. You may want to bring the block between your hands, elbows down. We're going to send our hips up for dolphin. Feel free to soften the knees a little bit. And then if you want to try a little forearm stand, you can lift one leg up and stay with one leg up and then switch, or you can lift the left leg up, the bottom leg up as well. And try your forearms down. Make sure there's no coffee tables around, anything that could break. And then when you're done with your exploration, come on down. Okay, come on up, swing those legs around. Come on to your back. We're going to take wheel or bridge, whichever you prefer. We are very primed and ready for such a thing. So your fingertips point back towards your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, tuck your tail, lift your hips up. You might want to stay here. That could be your pose today. You can put your head on the floor, or you can press all the way up. Try for 5 breaths. Press a little higher. And release. Shake those wrists out. Take your block under your hips. A lot of back bending. We should do a lot of back bending in the winter. Legs up, tabletop. Now, see if you can feel your core wrapping nice and strong, and extend the right leg out. Lift it up and down. 2, 8 times. 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now lower it back down and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Switch legs and lift and lower. Make sure that your knee that's bent isn't over your chest. Keep it over your hips. Don't bring it to your belly button. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, up 1, down 1 to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it in. Okay, both legs bend and straighten out. Feel free to grab your glutes, squeeze your buttocks a little. 2, don't go too low. We don't want to over-tax the lower back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and yeah, we'll hold the last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down. Lift your hips up, pull that block away. Extend your right leg out. Extend your left leg out. Just notice how all of that feels. The back of your legs might feel a little heavier. And then when you're ready, bring your left knee to your chest and just twist to the right. Left arm goes out. Relax your jaw. Breathe into any parts that feel a little sticky, tight. And release. Readjust. Bring your right knee in and twist. Whew. Oh my goodness. 2 more breaths. And come back. Okay, you can do this without blocks. However, if you do have blocks, I'd like you to use them. I did just get some in if anybody needs to buy any. So head here, chest here, and then if you don't have blocks, you'll just lie down flat. But this is here, feet together, knees apart. We're gonna draw that to just above the lowest rib. So it's kind of snug between the shoulder blades. And if this is too high, you can always take both blocks and drop them down a level, each down a level. So we'll spend a few breaths here. Relax your jaw. And fill your body with breath. Really try to get the breath into all parts of the lungs, the top of the lungs, the back of the lungs, the bottom of the lungs. Noticing any tension in the body, any residual tension, just letting that go. And feel free to stay here, or if you're ready to come out, roll to one side, and we'll come into final relaxation. So whichever pose you choose, settle into that pose. Bringing your awareness to the breath. Giving yourself over to gravity. Letting go. Physically. Just letting go emotionally. Allowing the intelligence of the universe to find its way to you for your health, healing, trusting in the intelligence of nature, of wisdom, of your inner voice. Lengthen in your breath, inhale, exhale. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, rotating your wrists and your ankles. Take your left arm overhead. Roll to your left side. And come on up. Good. Coming to a seated position, take a moment to just do a little cat and cow here. And bring your hands to prayer. Take a deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you.